Hi guys, Frank here. It is Saturday, December the 9th. I want to record a quick video to talk about some changes here at Coinpressions as a result of all of the craziness going on right now with Bitcoin. I'm sure you've been following along and you've seen the price is extremely erratic, hit almost, over 17,000. I know at one point this week it's dropping like crazy today. But the one thing that if you haven't sent any Bitcoin in the past week, it is almost impossible to send a small amount. The transaction fees are outrageous right now, and they'll probably remain that way until they're more stable. So what that has done to the networking industry is has pretty much put a halt to a lot of these low-cost Bitcoin opportunities because people can't afford to join, especially the lower cost $2, $3, $4, $5 transactions. You know, it's costing $8, $9, $10 just to send a couple of bucks, which makes no sense. Right now, it's costing me a little over $11 to pay commissions through Coinpayments if someone does a withdrawal via Bitcoin. And you know, we have the minimum withdrawal set at $10, and we only charge a $3 transaction fee. So you can do the math on that. So if someone withdraws $10, it's costing me almost $18 to pay them that $7 they would get minus the $3 transaction fee. So we had to do some things here, and we wanted, what we've done here is we think we've made the opportunity even much more attractive because we've got more options now coming in and more options going out. So let me go into the back office and I'll show you what we've changed, and it's effective as of today. So we've always, on the front end, we've always accepted Litecoin and Ethereum, but it really wasn't advertised in the back office. It wasn't mentioned in the verbiage here at the top of the screen, and in the drop down it only said Bitcoin. So what you're going to see now is, actually you'll see Litecoin and Ethereum mentioned first because that is, for the members' benefit, those are probably the two. It's probably in that order right now, cheapest for the member to join, and it's a great time to kind of diversify your wallets. Most wallets, I know Coinbase, I believe, accepts Litecoin, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. I primarily use blockchain.info, and it accepts Ethereum or Ether and Bitcoin. So it's very easy to do an exchange and acquire these three coins. So cheapest for the member right now joining, if they join via Litecoin, that's cheapest for them. Transaction fees are tiny. I believe on a $29.95, no more than 10, 12 cents right now. Maybe a little more than that because price has gone up, but it's really cheap. Ethereum is running around 55, 60 cents for a transaction fee for that. And Bitcoin, depending on the wallet you have, can be anywhere from $9. I've had one member tell me that they were trying to join, or one potential member, they didn't join. They were because of the transaction fees. It was going to cost them almost $16 to transact $29.95. So obviously they backed out. That didn't make a lot of sense. And they're working on getting Payza. I kind of encourage them to go with Litecoin, Ethereum. But I think they're trying to get some money in the Payza account to join right now because they're familiar with that. So it's a good time to get familiar with Litecoin, Ethereum. I think it's going to be kind of the future, especially for low-cost opportunities, because the transaction fees, especially on Litecoin, just make sense. So you'll see that mentioned at the top here on the deposit page, and you'll see we've added it down to the drop-down now. It says Litecoin, Ethereum, or Bitcoin, and all three of those are through the same payment page in Coinpayment. So when you choose this option and you put the amount you want to deposit in and you process all the way through to Coinpayments, you have the option to pay either via Litecoin, Ethereum, or Bitcoin. So that's on the front end. That's what we've changed there. So let me go to the withdrawal page and you'll see what we've done here. Again, this is my account. So you'll see now that we have added Litecoin and Ether or Ethereum as a withdrawal option. You'll see it in the drop-down menu right here. So you will go to your profile. We'll go to the profile in just a moment and I'll show you that. So we've kept the minimum withdrawal at $10 via Litecoin and Ethereum, and we're going to keep the flat processing fee at $3. And again, that is just killing us right now on withdrawals because, like I said, we're charging no transaction fee on the front end, and we're only charging a $3 flat transaction withdrawal fee on the back end, and it's costing me a little over $11 every time I pay a commission. So we had to make a change, and I think this change is going to allow us to really push that we now have options here. You have 3 options, actually 4 options coming in: Litecoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin, if someone still wants to use it, and Payza to join, and we're going to pay commissions in Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ether. So what I've done to prepare, I've already purchased Litecoin, I've purchased Ethereum, I have Bitcoin in my wallet, so we're ready to process commissions. I've already processed some withdrawals to test it. All is good. And so $10 minimum withdrawal via Litecoin, Ethereum. I've raised the minimum withdrawal. I see a little typo there. I'll go fix that. I've raised the minimum withdrawal on Bitcoin up to $75. It's still costing, we're still going to lose money if someone withdraws into via Bitcoin, but we're trying to encourage people to use Litecoin and Ethereum, and I'll just eat the transaction fees until they stabilize right now for Bitcoin there. So I need to fix this typo that I saw there. So let me go to the profile page and I'll show you what we've done. So you've always had the Bitcoin wallet here right now. We now have the option to add your Ether wallet address and your Litecoin wallet address. I have added my Ether wallet address and I've processed a withdrawal. And actually the withdrawal was really fast. It transacted much quicker than Bitcoin transaction that I've made in the past week. I also here, I've never really used Litecoin. I'm going to kind of reactivate my Coinbase account because blockchain does not accept Litecoin. And I'm going to put some in there and use it because I hear Litecoin is extremely fast, and it is by far the cheapest of the major cryptocurrencies to send right now. So you need to go, if you have an Ether and you using blockchain, you can add your Ethereum address in here. If you're using a wallet that supports Litecoin, you can add that in there. So you just drop in your address and you need to put in your current password and then press update, and it should update. Again, for security reasons, we do not allow our members to change their addresses themselves. So if you need to change an address, just send a support ticket, send me the new address you need to change, your Bitcoin, your Litecoin, or your Ether address, and do that via the support ticket system, which is the help desk button in your left menu bar, and I will update your wallet address for you. But you can do that yourself the first time simply by dropping the address in the empty box, putting in your current password, and pressing the update button, and it should update and save yourself. If you have any issues with that, just send it to me and I will fix it for you. So anyhow, that is the new changes, and we think you're going to like that. So basically, we now accept, we've always accepted, but we now are encouraging purchasing via Litecoin, Ethereum, with Bitcoin being the third option. Payza probably the fourth option because you can purchase. We don't charge an additional transaction fee for Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum, just whatever your wallet transaction fee is. And as you know, that's very cheap, almost nothing with Litecoin, very cheap with Ethereum, and not so attractive right now with Bitcoin. And then on the back end for withdrawals, we have added Litecoin and Ethereum as well as Bitcoin as an option. But the Bitcoin minimum withdrawal amount right now is up to $75. You can withdraw as little as $10 at a time if you choose Litecoin or Ethereum. So with that, hope that really kind addresses some of the concerns. I know a lot of the opportunities right now are hurting right now because people can't afford to join them with Bitcoin. So if they don't go out and modify and accept alternative coins, their program for the most part is dead right now at the moment. So we wanted to be proactive, address that, and we think we've really, this should allow us to kind of move on into the future. And it's really going to be attractive for us as we launch Coinpressions 2 with the low $2 entry. Litecoin would be an awesome option there, because the transaction fees, like I said, only 10, 11 cents right now at the current Litecoin price. So it's almost nothing to transact and join at $2 once we launch Coinpressions 2. So take care. If you have any questions at all, reach out to me. I'm going to drop this video in our company Facebook group, and hopefully you can get the word out to your team what we've done to kind of move forward with all of the erratic behavior of Bitcoin right now and the extremely high transaction fees. We felt we needed to address that and offer a viable option to our members. And we think we've done that with the addition of Litecoin and Ethereum. Take care. Have a great weekend, and reach out to me if you have any questions. Goodbye.